Welcome back, Parade Watchers, and it's time for a new history video. Today we'll be looking into another classic cartoon character that's a male, has a long tail, and pink. Of course, that's MGM's sneaky cat, the Pink Panther. Now he's big, still has a long tail, and still pink as a giant balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The Pink Panther made his parade debut in 1988 to celebrate his 25th anniversary with MGM as a sponsor. The design shows him wearing a pair of swim trunks, and he's on a life ring that says Macy's Lifeguard. But he did wear a scarf for the cold temperature, with his height being 78 foot tall, with his tail being 65 foot. Also, not only appeared as a costume character with his animation director Friz Freleng, but he was also one of the characters, along with Snoopy, as Macy's holiday ambassadors of 1988.
We're back in business. Happy Thanksgiving. And that's your friend. I believe we're celebrating the upcoming 25th anniversary of the Pink Panther. And that is our beloved cartoonist himself,
Friz Freleng. He created it. He first drew the pink cat to the titles of Blake Edwards' movie, The Pink Panther, and that guy's been prowling around movie and television screens ever since.
You know, Sandy, I think we can well say with confidence a star is being born here today.
This is the first time, huh?
First time. We were just admiring him in the sunlight. He's in the shadows now, but he's got a little inner tube there to keep his balance. But look at his tail. I don't know if they can shoot his tail or not. That is a fantastic tail. He's got his hearts and flowers shorts that he bought at Macy's. There's his tail. Holy mackerel. He can pick up Hong Kong TV with that. And we talked about the inner tube. Keeps him stable. That's the stabilizing bar. I have the same problem when I walk, Sandy. I have a stabilizing bar. He is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Furnished by MGM UA Communications Company. And he has a 12-foot smile.
He's a hit. He's a hit. There's his tail from the back. It takes 2 cameras to shoot his tail. He makes John Madden look small.
Those handlers are walking fast to keep up with him.
We're looking right up his shorts. Can you see that? Sandy, don't you look.
I chose not to, Willard.
He's streaking, Sandy.
I averted my gaze.
Oh, he's gorgeous. I'll tell you, he is fantastic. Notice that subtle camera shot there. Dick Schneider knows which side the bread is buttered.
He would continue for a few more years in 1989 with Alf commentating on him, 1990, and 1991.
Oh, the Pink Panther! Oh, this cat is so cool, you'd think he didn't know old Alf had an eye on him, huh? Ha! Well, he's on the move in his flowered surfer shorts, but I'll wipe that 12-foot smile off his face. Now, this creature is furnished by MGM United Artists Communications Company, and it's the second Thanksgiving Day parade crawl down Broadway. Where's the plum sauce? Oh, delectable. That would feed my whole planet. Yeah.
I think he's about to lose his dignity there, but look at that. The Pink Panther, Inspector Clouseau's favorite friend. Hey, get a load of that Pink Panther. Furnished by MGM, the Pink Panther is MGM United Artists Communications Company, and back again 3 years in a row. Hey, man, he is some cool cat as he coasts down Broadway. He's got to be more than cool since all he has on is his shorts. He's helped down our parade route by 50 balloon handlers. Not bad. Just a few of the over 2,000 Macy employees who make this parade possible. Truth is, it's about 58 degrees. That Panther is probably almost hot in those trunks today. He may go the backstroke up the Hudson River.
And if you look, he's tilting his head, and I think he's looking at you, Willard.
I think so. I think he likes you, Debbie, though. He may look at me, but he's...
Well, I like those shorts, I'll tell you.
I tell you, there's nobody in this world, and I'm not sure why, but he's the one that does it. When the Pink Panther comes down in his trunks, in his inner tube, I go gaga. He's my kind of guy, furnished by MGM Pathé Communications. This is one cool cat who's got the right idea. And it's wintertime, and he's headed south just in time before his shorts give out. Look at those snazzy trunks. He's all set to hit the beach. But he better step lively, because Inspector Clouseau is on his tail and getting closer. Hey, Pink Panther, you better grab some rays for me too, big guy.
In 1992 and in 1993, he would be celebrating his 30th anniversary, but also the promotion of the movie Son of the Pink Panther.
A lot.
A lot. Thank you. Uh-oh. Here he comes. This is the one you have to watch out for if you... Madam, would you come here? Just your doggy bite.
If there's a minky in the bathroom.
Well, if your doggy does not bite, then you're all right. You got it. This is our friend from Metro Goldwyn Mayer. It's the Pink Panther dancing quietly over the trees, as you can see. Suave and sophisticated. Look at that look, that intelligent look. He looks like an NBC News person. Especially those shorts. He is one cool cat. And he looks mighty cool in his swimsuit. Known as the international jet setter, Pink Panther must be headed for holidays, obviously. But he did forget his pants. I think somebody ought to tell him. Happy Thanksgiving, guy. Looks like the Pink Panther star, the soon-to-be-released son of Pink Panther, has his own personal escort down Broadway. I see lots of Inspector Clouseaus behind him looking for the Minky. Is it the Minky?
He's hot on his trail, or should we say tail?
Arf. There goes Sandy.
Willard, here's someone who's all set for a luau. It's the Pink Panther, and boy, does he have the look. Furnished by Metro Goldwyn Mayer, Pink is modeling what all well-dressed Panthers will be wearing this year as they jet off for their Hawaiian beach resort.
Ah, the lifestyles of the Pink and famous. Have fun in the sun, pal, but take along that muffler just in case.
Always a weatherman, Willard. One question, how are we going to be able to tell if the Pink Panther gets a sunburn?
I don't know. How do you tell?
That went over like a lead balloon.
Lead balloon. It's a balloon, the Panther. I didn't get your punch. Aloha. There he goes.
Another year will come in 1994.
Willard, the guy coming up, is always in the pink. This is the Pink Panther's 7th appearance in the parade, Willard.
He's hanging on to that inner tube. Inspector Clouseau can find this guy anywhere. He's 72 feet tall and 40 feet long.
It takes 13,000 cubic feet of helium to keep this guy afloat, Willard.
Look at that shot. That's fabulous. That is terrific. Look at that.
Too bad the weather couldn't accommodate the Pink Panther today, huh, Willard?
He'd make a great weatherman, wouldn't he? Or weather panther.
I'm glad he put a scarf around his neck. Very good idea.
He'd be fringing his little panther ears. Look at that tail. That's a long tail.
NBC's telecast of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is sponsored in part by AT&T. We help put your world within reach. And by Cotton Incorporated for America's cotton producers. Cotton, the fabric of our lives. Coming up, Miss America 1995, Heather Whitestone, and Olympian Jackie Joyner-Kersee as NBC's live coverage of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade continues.
In 1995, the Pink Panther's stomach was ripped apart during the parade route, as well with a popped eye. But at least the spectators had an easier view to see him up close.
There's my guy. It's November, but the Pink Panther, furnished by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer United Artists, is so hip that he's going to go inner tubing, even at 40 degrees. He's too cool, Katie. I mean, he's too cool. Yeah, I've seen all the movies that he starred in, and now he wants to direct himself. Well, that's the way these stars are now. He's got the scarf to fit the part. It's going to be 2 car lengths long, that scarf.
Willard, according to his bio, the Pink Panther is 32 and currently single, and I hear the Betty Boop balloon is available, so maybe they should talk.
That's Matt Lauer, isn't he? 32 and single?
Miss America Chantel Smith and Beethoven, the K-9 movie star, when Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade returns. NBC's telecast of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is sponsored in part by Cotton Incorporated, who wishes you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving. Cotton, the fabric of our lives. And by MasterCard. It's more than a credit card. It's smart money.
Then, in 1996, the only difference with the balloon is that they removed his scarf.
It's hot pink, but the coolest of the cool. It's that Hollywood hepcat, the Pink Panther, my personal idol, enjoying the high life as he floats down Broadway for his 9th Macy's Parade. Pink's balloon is provided by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Incorporated. He's about to lose his shorts.
And what a life he lives. An eligible bachelor catting around Hollywood, chauffeured by the rich and famous, of course. He himself happens to be the length of 3 stretch limos. When Pink won his Oscar, I'm sure he thanked his producer, director Blake Edwards, composer Henry Mancini, his creator and animation legend, Fritz Freleng.
There's a real act that came together. The music and the Panther, what a combination. Katie, when you're a jet setter like we are, and the Pink Panther, you're all set for all kind of climates. He's sporting a muffler and scarf for our November parade, and a 40-foot wide inner tube, just in case his shorts drop, for that last-minute invite to Boca Raton.
I hope he takes me with him. He's hip, Willard. Even has a press agent who, by the way, informs us that unlike most felines, Pink can pick up things with his tail, which has a reach of 66 feet.
I could go that way. 400 of America's best have banded together to form America Sings.
Then, in 1997, this was the worst for him. It was a very windy Thanksgiving for all of the balloons, as all of them were lowered down to the ground for safety. But it wasn't safe enough for a couple of them. The Pink Panther was one of them, and his worst part for him was at Times Square. Because of the high winds, the balloon was out of control for the handlers, and he eventually collapsed. Not only would it knock down some of the balloon handlers on the road, and might have gave one of the handlers knocked down unconscious, but also almost suffocate a woman and her daughter. Then he was finally destroyed by a street light, and then by an NYPD officer. With the help from other officers and the handlers, the Pink Panther was removed from the parade. However, he was not the only one. Quick Bunny, Barney, Sonic the Hedgehog, and one other balloon were severely damaged, with the latter one causing a serious accident that made the last 2 balloons removed from the parade. As for the parade's broadcast on NBC, when a balloon does not reach Herald Square, NBC shows either a test flight footage if it's the balloon's debut, or show a previous year when the balloon was at Herald Square. For the Pink Panther, the footage that was used for him was 1993.
Following in the wake of the submarine, with nothing but an inner tube and 20 size 20 shorts, 20 feet that is. He's never cold, but he's the ever cool Pink Panther, furnished by MGM, but he had some problems earlier, right, Katie?
That's right. We have the Pink Panther thanks to the wonders of videotape, because apparently the wind was a little rough on this cat.
Oh, yeah. He was created by animator Friz Freleng, and he became, thanks to Blake Edwards, a movie idol 33 years ago.
I love him, too. And listen, we have our famous bachelor in Tinseltown's biggest party animal. When they yell, everybody in the pool, Pink Panther is right there. It's 78 feet long, and he's the length of 3 Beverly Hills swimming pools. I'll tell you that. His tail's longer than 8 diving pools. Did you know that? All glued together.
Of course, every big star has handlers, and Pink Panther has 40 of them. All Macy's volunteers giving this cool cat the star treatment he deserves, and these balloon handlers have a lot to handle today.
That's a big tail on that thing.
After 1997, he was immediately retired after the new size limit rules on the balloons due to him being over the limit. Even though this balloon can't be used anymore, he still marched down the parade route with a total of 10 appearances. Mr. Monopoly, Kung Fu Panda, Shrek, and coming up, the bilingual explorer Dora the Explorer, when Season 2 continues on Bry Guy 2000.